Let's talk about your latest album. Can you tell about the process? How did you make it? Was it different from the other albums?
Yeah, I think this album, it felt certainly quite a bit different from the last albums. I mean, we made it in London. We haven't actually made an album in London for about 8 years or something like that. So it was nice to kind of be close to home, our home city and country. You know, we've always recorded albums in lots of different countries around the world, so it's nice to be back there. Yeah, we produced it by ourselves again, which felt like the right thing to do. And I think because of that, we were quite nice and relaxed, and in that environment, we were able to like discover lots of new sounds and ideas. And I think we just explored a lot on this album, much more than the last album. We explored many more musical ideas, I think, on this album. Which kind of came because we felt very kind of relaxed and happy in the studio. And yeah, I think, you know, this time around, I think all three of us worked like really well together as well. And I suppose creatively things happened quite quickly in some places, maybe quicker than ever before, you know, like decisions were getting made quite quickly, and we were able to record quite quickly as well. So yeah, it was different in many ways.
What kind of new things do you have in
there? There's a bit more. There's a couple of songs which are very electronic, I think, which is you know, like songs like "Follow Me" and "Madness," which are pretty different. And I think there's also on this album there's a bit more. There's a few more personal songs, I think, which are less conceptual and maybe less political in nature. In a couple of songs, you know. What else? You know, big full orchestra. We did that before though, so that's not new.
Choir. Haven't used the choir before.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, we've never used choir. That's true.
And some good, funky brass.
Yeah. So we collaborated. We had lots of additional musicians on this album, which we've never had before. So we had like
more than ever. It's like 80 people in total.
Yeah. We had a full orchestra, including brass and full choir on some songs, not every song. And also, you know, we had like a funk brass section on Panic Station. So yeah, we kind of brought in some outside players on this album as well.
So your sound is very big at the moment. Can it get any bigger?
No. No, I don't think so. No.
That's impossible.
No, I think it's time to get small. I think in the future, I think it'd be a good move for us. I think to get back to a more simplistic kind of style of music. I think. Yeah.
But somebody has said that it sounds really similar to Queen. It's true.
Yeah.
Did you get influence from Queen, or did you want to make it sound like that?
No, I think, you know, we take influence from lots of different artists and styles of music, and so, you know, from electronic to, you know, rock music and orchestral music and film music and all sorts of different things. And when you mix all of that together, particularly in kind of one song, you just naturally get quite a big, epic or bombastic or, you know, very kind of big sounding sound. Which is, yeah, I suppose we've always done that. So, you know, so there's lots of big vocals and big riffs and big orchestras, and yeah, it's hard to make that kind of sound intimate.
People say that you are one of the best bands playing live. So, why do you think people say that?
Oh, I think
because he's got a walking stick. You just smash it.
I think it's because we give everything we have on stage, you know. I think we want to be very expressive, you know, and we want to make a connection with the audience, and we want to entertain as well, you know. So I think we don't really hold back, you know. I think we're very open on stage.
But it's good that it's said that you are a really good live band, because nowadays the money in the music business comes from touring. Is it right?
Yeah.
Depends what you do. I mean, it's...
Yeah, I say it's a good thing that we've... Yeah, I mean, I think being a good live performer for me is traditionally like a sign of a good artist. You know, I think, you know, all my favourite artists, musicians and things have been people which are good and, you know, good live. You know, so, you know, growing up, groups like Rage Against the Machine were always very influential. I think they're probably my favourite live band. Also, U2, very good, great live band. And then if you look back in the past, even, you know, artists like Nina Simone that we always loved, and you know, these kind of great performers that have a lot of charisma and just, you know, when you see them in person, it's almost better than listening to the record. I think these have always been my kind of favourite artists.
You were saying something about that.
Yes, I agree. I thought I had something, but I think it's gone. Yeah, I don't know. The live thing's just, yeah, obviously something we've really put so much like kind of effort into trying to make it good, you know, particularly in the show. And as in recent years, you know, we've got the opportunity to play much bigger venues like this, like arenas or big outdoor concerts, and we've always just made sure we've kind of put a lot into the show and the visual side of it as well. So we've always incorporated a lot of you know, like video pieces that kind of fit to the songs and the music, and always try and make the show feel quite, you know, have a good balance of dynamics and kind of do something crazy with the production. Like right now we have this huge upside down pyramid structure all made out of video screen. It can kind of move around, turn inside out, come down, consume the band on the stage. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty weird and pretty cool. And we're about to release a video, actually, like a live video of Follow Me, and you can see what the show looks like with all of that. So, and I was watching that video just the other day, and I was thinking, Jesus, it's pretty far out, but it's fun to do.
Where does these ideas come from to live performance?
We've always collaborated with our lighting guy, and with our best friend since we were in school has been on tour with us doing video work, you know. So we have a lot of ideas to collaborate the music with the live video, you know. So a lot of the stuff that we do is based around that, really. And so really, I suppose the ideas come from the emotions which are evoked from the music, you know, which can be, you know, in our case, it can be some quite dramatic theatrical things, you know, which I think lends itself quite well to film work, you know. So the mixture of music and film, I think, that we have on stage is a good mix, you know. It's sort of been with us for quite a long time now.
And you are coming back again here next summer. So is that going to be a different kind of show? What we are going to see then?
Yeah, it'll be bigger, but it will be. I think it'll be an expansion of this show. I think there'll be, you know, I think we're trying to. I think that this tour is about trying to make more of a connection with the audience, being a bit more closer to the audience in the way that we perform, and I think that we'll expand on that on the stadium tour. There'll also be some new elements, which I don't want to give away the surprises, but there'll be some new surprises, I think, for sure, in the stadiums.
But you have been performing here quite many times, so do you like Finland to come
here? Yeah, it's great. Yeah, I mean, it's Finland's got a great rock crowd, I think. You know, they like real music here. You know, and I think so. We've always had great responses here. It's always been a surprise to come to places like this, which are so far from home and very foreign. You know, very foreign, but still have that connection which goes beyond language. You know, I think we've always really enjoyed that.
What about in the future? What do you want to achieve?
Yeah.
Funny, we were just talking about this.
We were just talking about that. I don't know. I think it'd be nice to. We always seem to find new things on every album we do, so I think I hope that continues. You know, I hope we always continue to find new sounds, new ideas, and new ways to express. You know, and new things to express. You know, which obviously comes from life experience. So I think it's important to live life a little bit and gain some experience, so you have something to express. And
that's
I think,
a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah. And so yeah, I think you know, hopefully we'll continue with what we're doing. You know, but I think